Good morning, degenerates, and welcome to another episode of Boring Crypto IO, the place where I read you the boring crypto news every morning, Monday through Friday, just so you don't have to. My name is Not Important, LFG baby. Circle CEO blames US crypto crackdown for declining USDC market cap. Bitcoin price jumps in the wake of First Republic bank price crash. Bank's going down, baby. Binance US backs out of $1 billion Voyager asset purchase, blames regulatory environment. All right, on to the market. Green Day, guys. If you're watching Bitcoin, wow. Market cap, 1.205. Let me refresh this. Now, $1.208 trillion. Bitcoin dominance at 46.6%. ETH dominance at 19.1%. And gas still hovering around that 35, 37 GUI for an ETH transaction. Bitcoin on the 24-hour, guys, we are up 7.25%. That is a huge move for Bitcoin. 5.73 on ETH, 3% on BNB, XRP 4%. Woo, Cardano 7.3%, following right behind Bitcoin. Matic 7.5, Solana 8%. Any other big runners? Green, guys, though. Everything's looking green. We got Aptos at 7.5. Lido to almost 7. Kronos 10.66. The graph. God, this coin. I have not done no research on it, but I just keep seeing it moving. Almost 9%. Phantom almost 9%. 8.5. 8.2 for EGLD. Yeah, guys, looking real good. Mutable X 9.5. Woo, CFX 12.75. Render token. What is render? Does anyone know what render token is? Let me know. Comment down below. This thing is pumping hard. Almost 20% on the week, 30% on the day. And I&J. Okay. So I put a small bag of, or I bought a small bag of I&J when it was around, just a few days ago, when it was around 620-ish, if I remember correctly. And it has been crushing it. I&J looking real good, 20% on the day. From what I hear, it's something to keep your eye on. There's a lot of bullish news coming behind it. Follow Crypto Wizard on Twitter. Crypto Wizard has been known for calling some low cap gems. And again, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm actually not even a trader. This isn't a trading channel. I'm a terrible trader. Don't pay attention to me. But if you are looking to be a complete degenerate and try some high risk, low cap alts that could potentially make big runs in the next bull cycle, follow the Crypto Wizard. The dude, his calls are usually spot on, man. It's pretty crazy. Something to think about. He's actually my eyes on the market for whenever I hear about a small cap gem. But I also do my own due diligence. Casper, 10%. Yeah, let's just go on to Bitcoin, guys, so we can look at this magnificent God candle. Woo, from the depths. Good God, look at these two candles. This is Bitcoin on the 8-hour. This is that descending channel that I showed you guys yesterday that I was watching over the weekend. The beauty in this, man, is we hit my 27,310 buy order level, and it just turned into instant support. Now, I'll admit this chart was looking kind of weak, especially in the 4 and 1 hours. Yesterday when I was talking to you guys, I wasn't feeling strong, but again, we did get to break out of this channel, and we broke out, came back down, retouched this 27.6, turned 27.6 into support, blew past my 27.981, we'll call it 28, and then hit our heads on my 28.413 level, messed around here for a little bit, let's go to the 1 hour so we can actually see what the price action looked like. So banged our heads on this for quite some time, but if you look at it, this is a perfect little flag. You don't really have to draw these anymore if you pay attention. This is a perfect little flag setup here. And this is what we did. So we were banging our heads on this 28,413 level that I have marked, and I've had marked for quite some time. If you go back in the channels, you can see that. And then when we eventually just broke out, which was this morning, big bada boom. Check that out, guys. So with us breaking out of that, here's where it gets even more bullish. Let's go to the 30 minute. So we broke out, broke back into this crazy strong resistance, 28.9 to 30,000 that has been this purple channel that I've been showing you guys for a couple months now. We broke out of the flag into the purple, came down, retested the entry point, that 28.9, retested to 20. I mean, this is textbook, guys. Make it bigger so you can see it. We retested that 28.9 level and went, yep, that's support now. See you later. Bye. Bullish. And just blew into the middle of this thing. Now what I'm looking for is, will 29.3 become the next support level? Let's go to the 15. See what we're looking at right now. Oh, God, this candle is so fast. Okay. I have to go all the way to the 3 minute to see what this price action might be doing. So we're stalling out right here at 29,420. Again, what I'm looking for is this 29.3 to turn into support. If this does flip support, I can see this going to 29.8, potentially just blowing past that, and then banging our heads on 30. If we blow through 30, turn 30 into support, we are off to the races again, guys. That is what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. Let me see what this news is saying. Is there anything durable goods month over month? No, nothing crazy. Bitcoin to hit all the bullish news is coming out now. Everybody, oh, 15 minutes ago, Bitcoin hit 50 by the end of blah blah blah. It might. 100 million in liquidations of Bitcoin. Yeah, all the shorts are getting wrecked right now. All right, let's go back to the 4 hour. Clean this up a little bit. Oh, she's running. She just started going again. Look at it go, guys. Ah, it did, of course. As soon as I say it, it pulls back. Anyway, that is what we were looking at, guys. And I mean, it's textbook flag pattern with a breakout. Ribbons are flipping bullish right now on the 4 hour. But yeah, textbook level support and resistance, flag breakouts. And we're also getting a mini rounded bottom here on the 4 hour, which is usually bullish too. But again, what we're going to look for, if you guys are following and paying attention to what I'm paying attention to, is we're looking for a breakout. Let me rephrase that. We're looking for a breakthrough, I guess would be the correct terminology, of 29.8. Hopefully turning that into support, and then again going up to 30, hopefully flipping and turning that into support, and then the next strong resistance is 30,422. Keep your guys' eyes on everything. Right now, you're probably going to see a lot of people taking profit. So I wouldn't be surprised if we range between 29.3 and 29.8 for a little bit. Before it decides where it wants to go, whether we're going to retrace back down here to the 27 or continue going up. Outside of that, let's get you guys on to the news and get you out of here. Circle CEO blames U.S. crypto crackdown for declining USDC market cap. The market cap of USDC a stablecoin issued by Circle has reduced nearly by half over the past 6 months following a regulatory crackdown and banking crisis. Circle CEO Jeremy Allaire, is that how you say that? I have no idea. I can't read names. I'm an idiot. Says that the cryptocurrency crackdown by the United States regulators has been a major factor behind the declining market capitalization of its stablecoin USDC. Circle Chief comments on the U.S. crackdown come amid heavy regulatory scrutiny following the collapse of the FTX exchange, a banking crisis, and USDC monetary depegging. During an interview with Bloomberg TV, Allaire noted that there is a huge amount of concern globally about the U.S. banking system. Absolutely. And the regulatory environment in U.S. USDC depegged in March, a direct result of the U.S. banking crisis. Circle's $3.3 billion worth of USDC reserves that were stuck at Silicon Valley Bank, which was one of the 3 crypto-friendly banks shut down by regulators. At the time, Circle had assured its customers that it had the backing from investors to fill the gap, but the market reacted quickly to the news and USDC depegged from the US dollar. USDC once had a market cap of $56 billion at the peak and was sitting right behind Tether-issued USDT. However, since the banking crisis and USDC's depeg, the stablecoin market cap has been cut nearly in half, currently sitting at $30.7 billion. Coinbase had also warned that the lack of regulatory clarity may force crypto companies to look for opportunities overseas. We all know this is nothing new. With the recent passing of the Markets in Crypto Assets Act (MiCA) by the European Parliament and the push for adoption by Hong Kong, Allaire believes the US will be left behind. Seems to be the same thing that everybody's saying, right? We keep reading these articles that literally just are saying the same thing. What, like, wake up US, what are we doing? Or what is their game plan? Because I know we want to say that these people in Congress are idiots because they do stuff that we look at and go, that makes no sense. Why would you do that? But you don't get to that position, in my opinion, because and be an idiot. So what's their game plan? What are they really trying to do? What's the behind the scenes goal, right? And I'm not trying to be the conspiracy theory guy, but it is really a concern. It's like you don't get to these offices if you're an idiot. You've got to have some kind of brains going on. And what's their end game? Something to think about. Quote unquote, it's a critical moment here in the US, and as I like to say, it's really a moment for Congress to step up or continue doing what they're doing because they have a plan. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, led by Gary Gensler, has been on an enforcement spree since the FTX collapse saga. The SEC has threatened regulatory action against multiple crypto platforms and exchanges. Gensler faced a lot of pushback from policymakers during the oversight hearing on digital assets. Apart from policymakers, many crypto proponents have also questioned the authority of the SEC and Gensler. Yeah. Let me know what you think. Comments down below. Next story, Bitcoin price jumps in the wake of First Republic Bank price crash. By the way, banks are telling you that crypto is highly volatile and dangerous while they fall apart. The price of Bitcoin has bounced upwards as First Republic Bank deposit slump sparks fresh banking crisis fears in the United States. The price of Bitcoin spiked more than 3% in the last 24 hours. We're sitting at almost 10% now. Actually, let's check it. 9.26, almost 10%. Get it. Last 24 hours, and we're sparked of another possible imminent bank failure as First Republic Bank, FRC, shares closed down more than 50% in April of 2025, which was yesterday. According to the head of research at Australian crypto education platform Collective Shift, the price of Bitcoin railed immediately following Fox News business reporter Charles Gasparino breaking the news that bankers working with First Republic Bank expect the institution to go into government receivership, which is a nice way of saying bailout. Receivership is a tactic allowing creditors to recover funds that are experiencing a potential default and assistance. Oh, and I'm an idiot. I can't read, guys. I don't know why I started a crypto channel and I can't read. Let me read that. Start that paragraph over. Receivership is a tactic allowing creditors to recover funds that are experiencing a potential default and assist troubled firms in avoiding bankruptcy. There, I said it. I'm not as dumb as I thought I was. Data from the crypto analytics firm Sentiment suggested the correlation between Bitcoin and the S&P 500 may be dwindling, as the narrative that Bitcoin is a safe haven amid the banking crisis began to once again gather steam. There's Sentiment saying that. Read it if you want. First Republic began experiencing issues in early March, which led to 11 of the largest banking institutions in the United States, including JP Morgan and Bank of America Corp., depositing $30 billion at the troubled bank. Wah, wah, wah. On March 26, Bloomberg reported that U.S. authorities were looking at creating an emergency lending facility to assist the bank in shoring up the structural challenges with its balance sheets. How about we just completely do away with fractional reserve banking? No. We're going to print more money and save these damn things. According to anonymous sources at the time, despite First Republic staring down the barrel of liquidity concerns, U.S. officials declared the bank's deposits were stabilizing. God, these guys are asshats. And it was not at risk of experiencing the kind of sudden severe run that led regulators to close down Silicon Valley Bank. Unfortunately, these reassurances have proven incorrect. Oh, sorry guys. I know I'm taking forever to get through this, but these people just blatantly lie to the public, and it's literally like it's a joke now at this point. On Monday, April 23rd, First Republic reported in its first quarter earnings call that total deposits had plummeted by more than $100 billion, and it would be pursuing strategic options to strengthen its financial standing as quickly as possible. What a meltdown. While the bank is yet to clarify exactly what these strategic options are, weird, the earnings report highlighted that the embattled firm plans to downsize its balance sheet and cut expenses by slashing executive salaries, slimming down on office leases, and laying off an expected 20 to 25% of its employees in Q2. Oh, we're just going to fire a bunch of people. Sounds like a great plan. The banking crisis has taken a heavy toll on financial institutions in the U.S. over the course of this year. On March 8th, Silvergate Bank announced that it would be closing its door after experiencing a run on deposits. 2 days later, Silicon Valley Investment Bank was shut down by the California Department of Financial Protection. Despite the turmoil, Despite the turmoil, U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen has reiterated that the American banking sector remains robust and stable. Our banking system remains sound with strong capital and liquidity positions. Absolutely a lie. Yellen has told the Financial Stability Oversight Council meeting on April 21st, yet here we are 5 days later, and more banks are falling apart. God, these guys are turds. Last but not least, guys, Binance US backs out of its $1 billion Voyager asset purchase, blames regulatory environment. Not surprised. I remember I first read that they were going to go forward with it. I was surprised because I thought that wasn't Binance under investigation by the SEC and being sued by the SEC. So how are they moving forward with a purchase? Yeah, it was surprised that it wasn't going to go through. And now here we are just a few days later, and now they're backing out again. The parties got the go-ahead on the deal last week after overcoming several objections, but Binance US changed its mind. What a flip-flop. Binance US has backed out of its agreement to purchase $1 billion of bankrupt cryptocurrency brokerage Voyager Digital Assets, the company announced in a tweet. Of course, that's where you do everything professionally now. You just throw a tweet out. It laid the blame for the move on the hostile and uncertain regulatory climate in the United States. The Voyager Official Committee of Unsecured Creditors and the U.S. government reached an agreement on April 19th, so 7 days ago, for the purchase to go through. The deal had been blocked on March 28th by an emergency stay granted by a judge while the U.S. Department of Justice appealed Voyager's bankruptcy plan. Voyager and the Voyager Official Committee of Unsecured Creditors both tweeted their dismay at the development shortly before Binance US made its announcement. The Voyager Official Committee of Unsecured Credit, that's a mouthful to say every time. Why do we get acronyms on everything else except for that? The committee is incredibly disappointed with this decision and is investigating potential claims against Binance US. For its part, Binance US stated that it had decided to exercise its right to terminate the asset purchase agreement. While our hope throughout this process was to help Voyager's customers access their crypto in kind, the hostile and uncertain regulatory climate in the United States has introduced unpredictable operating environment impacting the entire American business community, the exchange said, which makes me wonder if they got some behind the scenes basically someone leaning on them, telling them not to do it. Maybe the SEC, maybe the CFTC, who knows. It is unclear what prompted Binance US change of heart, as it was certainly already familiar with the US regulatory environment. The Twitter crypto community reacted with some sympathy for Binance US. I'm surprised Binance lasted as long as it did. I would have bailed a long time ago with all the harassment from the GOV, Stephen Ellis PR tweeted. Others were more adamant in their condemnation. The feeling was not universal, however. Really, after this is just tweets, blah 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 blah. Voyager and the creditors committee both said that they would now work on the toggle option of distributing cash and crypto to customers directly via the Voyager platform. Voyager declared bankruptcy on July 5th. Yeah, it makes me wonder if Binance is being leaned on behind the scenes harder than it looks like to the public eye. Something happened. Seems fishy. But guys, that's all I got for you today. Let's look at Bitcoin one last time before we get out of here. Oh, we hit 30. Okay, let me go to the 1 hour. Ooh, God, look at these candles. I need to see price action, so I'm trying to go smaller time frames. It's happening so damn fast. This is what I'm looking for. Check this out. So we blew past 29,304. Didn't even try to take a chance to make it into support. We now blew past that 29,808, which I was talking about. Now what we're looking for right here for a bullish sentiment. Again, we're on a 5-minute time chart. I want to see a retest and then a break, because we skyrocketed all the way to 30 and we hit it and just instantly retraced. Again, this is only a 5-minute chart. 15, it just looks like a giant wick, which that is actually very bearish. 5-minute. Okay, we want to see this candle hold and we want to take off again. That will be the most bullish sentiment I could see out of this play right now, unless we come all the way back down to 29.3, turn that to support and continue going. All right, so that's what I'd be looking for. But outside of that, guys, look at this swoop. This is beautiful. Outside of that, I would be really surprised if we go back down to 25, which everybody was trying to call for. Keep you guys' eyes on these smaller time frames to get an idea of what the price action is doing. My 2 scenarios are here. I'll give you 3 scenarios. 3. Starting off with number 1. We flip 29.8 into support and keep going. Or we flip 29.3 on higher time frames. We come all the way back down, flip 29.3 into support, and then either range or break out. Or we come all the way back down to either 28.6 or 28.4, flip that into support, and then we'll probably range here for some time. That's what I'd be looking at. Again, the biggest bullish thing I want to see, even if there's some retracement, people taking profits, it'll make sense. I would love to see, if we do retrace hard, this 28.9, we'll call it 29, whatever, but it's really not. 28.9, I want to see if we do retrace decently hard, I want to see this flip into support. If we turn this 28.9 into support and keep ranging, I'm feeling real bullish. But that's all I got for you guys. Outside of that, please, per usual, if you enjoy the content I provide here, and if you enjoy how much I sound like an idiot because I can't read, please, by all means, subscribe to the channel. Turn on that bell for notifications. Watch, like, and share those videos on all of your social media platforms. And I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. I'm out of here.